I was always a pretty restless kid, and shocker, I'm a pretty restless adult as well. I could never stand to be bored. It always bothered me so much, and I just couldn't handle the quiet and just the simple act of doing nothing. As I've gotten older, something that could have potentially gotten better, got worse because of social media. I am someone who does not have social media, but I do have YouTube and I do have Pinterest, and I was scrolling YouTube as I do, and I came across this video by Michelle Gia and instantly knew that I had to do it. I had to try it for myself. I had to see if there was anything that I could get out of it, because I have not had social media for 3 years now. So I have been away from the chronically online brain rot scrolling trap for quite a while. However, I was on social media for 10 years of my life, and a lot of that, well, all of that actually were my formative years. So it was 10 years of a habit that I've only had 3 years to break, and I don't feel like I'm fully there. So we are going to be trying understimulating my overstimulated brain for a week, but really we're only doing 3 days because that's all that I have time for in the time frame that I have to film this video. But that's okay. The only rules that I'm gonna be following are these two. Number one, I have to monotask. That simply means I'm going to be doing one thing at a time. I'm either driving or I'm listening to music. I'm not driving and listening to music. And then number two, I am not allowed to rush through any of it, because I know myself and I know that if I am eating and I know, oh, I'm gonna be able to watch a YouTube video after this, I'm gonna eat so fast and then I'm gonna hurt my tummy. So we're gonna go slow and we're gonna take our time and we're gonna monotask. Cross your fingers for me, and if you guys wanna join along and do this challenge as well, please do. And also go watch the original video, because I'm probably not gonna be doing it as well as her. And all credit goes to Michelle. So anyway, let's go ahead and just begin our week. It's Tuesday, so it's not even really the beginning of the week at all. But for all intents and purposes, it's the beginning of the week. Let's go. I'm going to work right now. I think, well, I know the hardest part for me is definitely going to be, there's a literal bunny rabbit. Oh. But yeah, the hardest part for me is definitely going to be the driving with no music, because I love my music. And that's how I like to kickstart my day and romanticize my day. This should be interesting. That's really sad, turning my music down to mute. But let's go to work. I just got to work. That wasn't terrible. It really wasn't that bad. But then somewhere along the way I was thinking, oh, I only really have to do this again tomorrow because I don't have to come to work on Thursday. But then I realized I have to do this on my way home. Yeah, but like I said, it really wasn't that bad. The most fun that I had on the drive was driving through puddles on the side of the road because it rained earlier this morning. And I did think a lot, but I wouldn't say I thought any more or any less than I normally do when I have my music on. That's the thing about my brain, is that it's constantly on and it's constantly running around in circles. But I did notice that, like, have you guys ever seen those videos where it's like how English sounds to non-English speakers? Sometimes my brain sounds like that to even me. It's just English gibberish. Like, I don't know, my brain sometimes speaks a language that I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go into work, and that should be interesting because, again, I won't be listening to music, and then I eat breakfast and lunch in there, so I'll be staring off into space. I'm not gonna film in work today because my coworkers will be there, and I don't want to alarm them by pulling out a camera. So anyway, I will see you guys whenever I get out of work and I'm on my drive home. I just got home. I'm gonna put on my pajamas and then we can talk. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, today has not necessarily been hard, but I don't think it's been fun either, you know? I was right, the hardest part 100% was the car ride to and from work, and I don't even think that hard is the correct word. It was just the most insufferable part, I guess. I didn't find myself really getting irritated or antsy or just like restless. I just wanted my music, you know? But it wasn't the worst thing, and it just started raining, so that should add some nice ambiance to the background of this clip. But I think that just all throughout the day, my main thought was what I want to say to the vlog, which was a lot. Like, it was at the forefront of my mind the whole day, and I'm not sure that I necessarily like that. Like, that's all that I can think about whenever I have a quiet moment, or in this case, a quiet day. I wish that I could maybe more focus on myself or something, I don't know. And then I also found that the easiest thing to do, completely singularly, was to eat, because actually in college or during my undergrad, I used to sit in my car and eat in silence like every day. I wouldn't be on my phone or anything, I would just people watch. So I'm pretty used to that, and I don't mind eating. I find that to be extremely peaceful. But I don't know, the car ride did not like, and then not being able to listen to music while I was doing my work today, it made the day drag for sure. But the bright side is that now the ability to dilly-dally is something to be excited over instead of something to be expected. So I have been so excited to come home and watch YouTube. Like, let me show you guys what I'm about to watch. I'm about to watch this right here. And it's something that normally I would have probably watched at lunchtime, but now it's an event and I get to just relax and actually enjoy it. So I like the way that that's being reframed so far. But yeah, that's just what I'm gonna do for the next little bit.
This is the fans' reactions to the first full 30 minutes of the film. Okay? So they're dealing with probably about 30.
I don't know if I think it's 30 minutes total, but I don't know.
Oh, is it? I thought it was the first 30.
Yeah, I don't know.
30.
Sometimes I don't realize how much multitasking I'm actually doing and how much I overstimulate my brain, even outside of a digital sense. Like, yesterday it was kind of a sobering beginning to this challenge, to be at work and to realize that I just had to stand by the microwave whenever I was heating up my food. Or even just now, when I was boiling my eggs for breakfast, to have to realize that, oh, I just literally have to stand here and wait, because usually in either sense, I'll go and multitask. I'll go and do something else. Like, I'll go and like find a video to watch on YouTube while I wait, or I'll read a book in the mornings while I wait for my breakfast to cook. And while I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with busying yourself while you're waiting for something like that, it is just interesting to realize how often you do it. Even when I brush my teeth, I'll walk around my room in the morning and I'll turn off my ceiling fan, my box fan, I'll open my blinds. Like, there's just so many, I don't know if shortcuts is the right way or the right word, but I'm gonna use it for lack of a better term. There's so many shortcuts that I feel like we take. I'm feeling kind of sluggish this morning and just not really in the most preppy, productive, positive mood, to be honest. So the fact that I'm about to have to work out with no music to pump me up is a little bit concerning, but I'm gonna try my hardest and I'm gonna do it. And this should be interesting, but I literally have been procrastinating all morning. I just want to listen to some music, really. I mean, no one's saying I can't just lay down in my bed and stare at the ceiling and listen to music, but I just want to listen to music while I'm doing other things. It's okay. Let's do this. It's interesting because on my way here, I was thinking, if I could be listening to music right now, what would I choose to listen to? And then it kind of hit me, I didn't really want to listen to anything. There was nothing really that I was in the mood for. And so that got me thinking, like, do we just do things because it's what's supposed to be done? Like when you're in the car, you're supposed to listen to music? I mean, I fully have the choice not to. But I've never really thought about the fact that maybe there's times when I actually don't want to. And I mean, I kind of enjoyed my drive here today, as opposed to yesterday. And when I think about it, I don't think I would have enjoyed listening to music, which is interesting. Also, my workout was actually really good without music, surprisingly. I kind of enjoyed it more than I've ever enjoyed a workout before. Just kind of listening to the birds and like my own breath, kind of. I don't know, that's weird. But yeah. Anyway, but I'm about to go into work again. There's a little slug on my door. My cat hates the vacuum cleaner. Breakfast of champions right here. We're out of literally almost everything in this house right now. So we're just doing 2 mandarins and a protein bar. But this brand is so good. They have all different kinds. My favorite one is the birthday cake, actually, which is so off. Like, it's so off-brand for me because I typically don't really like white chocolate that much. It's not like I dislike it, it's just not my favorite. But the birthday cake one, it's covered in white chocolate and it's got these rainbow little things in it, and it's so good. This one's a little bit bitter. Oh well.
You know what? Maybe you're the unforgivable one. Maybe I don't forgive you.
So I've started We Were Liars on Prime Video, and I'm just not really connecting with it very much. I don't know. I just don't like it. But I'm also in a mood right now where I'm not really liking anything. Like, I've been reading Fourth Wing for probably 3 weeks or something, and I don't know. Like, I was binging Outer Banks like I do every summer, and I just kind of dropped off of that because I just wasn't feeling it. And I keep trying to watch all these movies and I'm just not feeling it. Does anyone else get in these phases where literally nothing entertains them? Like, everything is just, ugh. Like, I'm so bored of this. But it's like, what else am I supposed to do? I guess sit in silence. If anything, like, I think this has been the perfect time to film this video because I have been enjoying just the sitting in silence. Because, like, not even YouTube is entertaining me. I wouldn't say that I'm being entertained by my own thoughts. Definitely not that. But I don't know. I would just rather be doing literally anything else. Like, out with friends or staring at the wall. But I hope that I can maybe get past this and get more into We Were Liars and just, I don't know, Fourth Wing too. I think my problem with Fourth Wing is that it's been so hyped up for so long and I've avoided it for that reason. And I'm reading it now and I'm just like, this is the same as everything else. And I'm just exhausted. But I'm about to do some work for a project and it's the same thing I've been doing all week. I've been doing it in the past couple videos that you guys have seen. I'm almost done. So yeah. About to work out again, as you can see. And one of my biggest worries about this video is that it's boring. Because I'm just doing the same things and the way that I'm planning to edit it is just very bare bones, no music, none of that, because I want the experience of watching this to be like the experience that I'm having filming it. And yeah, I just don't want it to be boring, which is ironic because the whole point is being bored. So I'm making you be bored with me and I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. But I'm about to do my arm workout. I just got back from an unexpected afternoon out. I was fully planning to just kind of have the day to be at home and to monotask and to watch TV and have to sit through all the commercials and to watch YouTube and have to do the same thing and to take time to read and not check my phone in between chapters, you know? But my grandmother called me and invited me over because my cousins were gonna be there and I ended up going and getting an acai bowl, which are the clips you just saw, and it was really good. But it was nice just to spend the afternoon over there, just laying on the couch and talking about stuff. But now it's time to kind of unwind and get into my night routine and do everything I was planning to do all day, but to do it now. And I haven't shown my night routine yet in this video just because, like I said, I was nervous that you would be bored because every single day would be the same thing and it would be the same clip of me just sitting staring into space while doing something. But yeah, we've already talked about that, about how this video is meant to be kind of boring. So with that being said, I'm about to do my scalp massage. You can see it right there. So for 10 minutes, I'm just gonna lay and breathe and live. Tonight, my mom is cooking dinner. So it'll be nice to have a meal and be able to have company and to chat and not just sit in silence. But like I said earlier in this video, that has been, well, actually, it's kind of become my second favorite thing to do in silence. Working out is actually the favorite thing that I've discovered this week. It's so nice, and somehow I almost feel like I get in the zone a little bit better, which I wouldn't have thought. And I feel like even me saying it and you guys listening, you probably are like, she's full of it, she's a liar. I'm really not. Try it, seriously. It was actually so nice. And then also, anyone who is religious and watching this video, I am always a little queen of multitasking when I pray. Like, I pray in the shower every single morning because it's just like one of those things that I value so much about my routine, but also just not quite enough, that I'll stop in everything I'm doing and just sit down and, Lord. But having to do that has also been extremely pivotal in this entire span of 3 days. Like, that's also been some of my favorite parts. Like, yesterday, I mean, I didn't film it, but I was exhausted during my workout and I just kind of sat there listening to the birds and prayed, and it just felt like I could hear the angels and the trumpets and like see the golden streets. It was great. Loved it. But I do realize that I'm multitasking now by taking off my makeup and talking at the same time. I don't know if that counts. I think it does. Is overstimulating my brain. But anyway, I'm gonna just do the rest of my skincare routine. I've done it and shown it a lot of times in videos, but I use a heck of a lot of Dime. I'm obsessed with Dime. Dime is what has saved my skin. I was always a Proactive girl growing up, and then it just kind of, well, what happened was that I used Proactive, but I felt like it didn't target my sebaceous filaments and my blackheads and whiteheads very well because I had oily skin, but it handled everything else. And so everybody has insecurities, you know, and so I may not have had big hormonal acne, but I had those and I hated it so much. So I tried Curology. That effed my skin. Like, that's when I started getting all the crazy stuff. And I went back to Proactive, didn't work. And it was just a journey, but Dime has got me so good. I use so much Dime. And then I also really like this Isntree toner. But long story short, whatever I've done, and a lot of it's diet as well, has really turned my skin around. And it's just diet and Dime, the double D. Guys, I'm about to go to bed. So that means that we have come to the end of the final day of this challenge, and oddly, by the end of it, I've kind of grown to enjoy it. Even the driving with the no music. which was really difficult at first. I felt like I was kind of going insane. I felt like a crazy person, having nothing but my own mind, which is kind of concerning, considering that for a long, long, long time, that's all that mankind was. Like, themselves and their mind, and then company. There wasn't so much distraction, and I would not be opposed to continuing to try living like this. To not have just the constant noise and just like the constant barrier almost from boredom and from myself. It was nice to be bored. And I do feel maybe a tad bit more stable, but like, that sounds like I'm unstable all the time, but that's not true. I just feel a little bit more, but not really. Just like I could get there. But I'm really glad that I tried this challenge out. I think that maybe there could be a time where I try it for longer. My thought is a month, but then having to drive around for a month with no music in my car is actually terrifying. But maybe a month? Who knows? We'll see. Let me know if you guys would like to see me try this again, but for longer. And let me know if you guys try this too. I think that 3 days is a good start. But, you know, anyway. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you in the next video. I'm sorry if this one was boring, but also I'm not. Love you. Bye.